Hello, friends. Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and I'm here with Ellen today to talk to you about a book that we think is absolutely fantastic, and we hope that it's something that you might find interesting as well, and you can check it out, read it, and then tell us all about what you think about it. So it is finally November. I say finally, but the fall seems like it's just going by way too fast. This is, from starting in September is like my favorite time of the year for the next few months. So it's already November and this year is just flying by. The weather's getting cool. It feels really nice to be reading inside and getting cozy. But another really important thing about November is that it is Native American Heritage Month. So this is a month that we especially pay attention to in the stories of Indigenous people and things like that. Obviously, this should be all year round that we're thinking of this, but in particular, November is a month that we like to focus on that, right? So because of that, for the next couple weeks, I want to talk about some really great stories, fantastic, amazing stories written by Indigenous authors. These are about Indigenous characters and their cultures and just different stories, and they're just so fantastic. And we have a lot of them at Farmington Community Library. So the one I want to talk to you about today is called A Snake Falls to Earth by Darcie Little Badger. A Snake Falls to Earth. Now, this is Darcie Little Badger's second book, but it's the first one I ever read by her. I did not read her previous book, Elatso, but I really do want to read it after having read this because it was absolutely phenomenal. So first of all, I love this cover. It is beautiful and simplistic and just absolutely perfect. So it features the main character, whose name is Nina, and she is a young Indigenous girl. And it also features a Ollie, who is a cottonmouth spirit. So he is a snake changeling spirit that exists in the spirit world. Now, the real world and the spirit world, or rather the physical world and the spirit world, are ones that don't really mesh a lot together. But Nina is always very cognizant of the stories of her people and the folklore and things like that, and she still believes in the stories and believes that they are that the stories are still alive and that they are still real. So she ends up having to team up with this snake spirit because they have to. There's this I don't know how else to say it without giving too much away, but there's something really catastrophic that happens to the planet, and they both have to work together to try to fix it and help each other. And also there's a lot of other stuff that is going on with Ollie that is that he needs help with as well. But there are other forces as well that are trying to keep them apart and to try to keep them from working together. So what about this book in particular, in the whole plethora of really fantastic books written by Indigenous authors, what is really awesome about this book? So many things. So first of all, I was hooked right away when I started reading it. I really, really loved the writing of the story. I thought it was so descriptive and just lush and beautiful, and I really just could not put it down. I was absolutely hooked. The other thing I like is that the story has a dual point of view, right? So it goes back and forth between the two main characters. It's not like an omniscient narrator who is narrating things for both of them. We get a chapter from one and then a chapter from another and vice versa, and I really, really love that. Even though it is just one author writing both of these voices, they felt like very complete, distinct personalities, which was just absolutely amazing. So the writing, the imagery, the stories, and the folklore, everything about this book just really tie together to make it an absolutely winsome read. I love this so much. Like I said, it was my first experience with this author, but it definitely will not be the last, and I can't wait to check out her previous book, and then keep an eye on what she is coming out with next, because this is an absolutely amazing, highly, highly recommend it. A Snake Falls to Earth. And again, just look at that cover. I love the beauty and the simplicity of it. It's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. So this is what we've got for you guys today. I hope that this book sounds really interesting and exciting to you. And if so, if it's something you want to read this month, or really any month, but in particular this month, please feel free to come pick it up from Farmington Community Library. And also please give this video a like, and if you have read the book or you are going to read it, let me know what your thoughts are on it, because I'd love to hear that. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful rest of the day.